Roger Daltrey, the iconic frontman of The Who, has left an indelible mark on rock music. With a career spanning more than 6 decades, his powerful voice and electrifying stage presence have captivated audiences worldwide. And as he enters his 80th year, he finds himself contemplating his mortality and his legacy. Join Facts First as we present, at 80 years old, Roger Daltrey is saying his goodbyes. Facing mortality at 80. As Roger Daltrey steps onto the stage, his presence commands attention. The energy he exudes is palpable, his voice still powerful and resonant. At 80 years old, he moves with a grace and purpose that belies his age. Yet behind the microphone, there's a sense of something different, a hint of vulnerability. In recent years, he's become increasingly candid about his mortality. The realization that he's in the twilight of his life has settled upon him, a fact he accepts with a mix of resignation and gratitude. It's a far cry from the brash, invincible frontman who once prowled the stage with The Who, microphone swinging, voice soaring. Perhaps it was his brush with death in 2015, when he contracted viral meningitis, that brought the fragility of life into sharp focus. In the years since, he's spoken openly about his mortality. He's watched as peers and friends have passed away, icons like Keith Moon and John Entwistle, their losses leaving a void that can never quite be filled. Each death seems to remind Daltrey of his own advancing years, the sands of time slipping through his fingers. Yet even as he grapples with the weight of his own mortality, he remains grateful for the life he's lived. But Daltrey is also realistic. He's spoken about his willingness to consider assisted dying if his health deteriorates, a testament to his belief in personal autonomy and his desire to maintain control over his life, even in its final stages. It's a bold stance, one that showcases his strength of conviction and refusal to be powerless in the face of the inevitable. Passing the torch. For over 2 decades, Roger Daltrey has been the driving force behind the Teenage Cancer Trust, a charity that has become synonymous with his name. His tireless work as curator of the organization's annual benefit concerts has raised millions of pounds, providing vital support for young people facing the unimaginable challenges of cancer. But now, as he enters his 9th decade, Daltrey has made the decision to step back from his role at the helm of the Teenage Cancer Trust. It's a move that marks the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter for both the charity and the man who's been its most passionate champion. Looking back, it's clear Daltrey's involvement with the Teenage Cancer Trust was never just a passing fancy or a celebrity vanity project. It was a calling, a mission that he embraced with the same fervor and dedication that he brought to his music. For 24 years, he poured his heart and soul into the charity, using his fame and influence to raise awareness and funds for a cause that touched him deeply. Under Daltrey's leadership, the Teenage Cancer Trust has grown from a small, little-known organization to a national institution with a network of specialized hospital units and a team of dedicated nurses and support staff. The £32 million raised through the benefit concerts has made an immeasurable difference in the lives of countless young people, providing them with the care, support, and hope they need to face their darkest days. But Daltrey's impact goes beyond just the money raised. He's been a tireless advocate for the cause, using his platform to speak out about the unique challenges faced by teenagers and young adults with cancer. He's visited hospital wards, met with patients and families, and used his voice to champion their needs and rights. Now, as he steps back from his role as curator, Daltrey can look back with pride on all he's accomplished. The Teenage Cancer Trust is stronger than ever, with a clear mission and a bright future ahead. But he also knows the work is far from over and that there will always be more to be done. Looking back. As Roger Daltrey reflects on his life in music, it's impossible to separate his personal journey from the story of The Who. The band has been a constant presence in his life, a source of both triumph and turmoil, and a vehicle for his own artistic expression and growth. From the early days of The Who's formation, when Daltrey was just a young man with a powerful voice and a dream, he's been at the center of the band's success and struggles. As lead singer, he helped to shape the band's sound and image, bringing a raw, explosive energy to their performances that captured the spirit of a generation.
But equally, we saw the effect it had on the audience. They went crazy, and we thought, well, this might be another key in the door to success.
Yeah.
Over the decades, The Who has gone through countless changes and challenges, from the tragic deaths of Keith Moon and John Entwistle to the creative tensions and personal conflicts that have often threatened to tear the band apart. Through it all, Daltrey has remained a constant presence, a steadying force that has helped to keep the band together and moving forward. His relationship with Pete Townshend, The Who's primary songwriter and creative force, has been a defining one, marked by both deep collaboration and fierce rivalry. The two men have pushed each other to new heights of artistic achievement, even as they've often struggled to find common ground and understanding. But despite the challenges, Daltrey looks back on his time with The Who with a sense of pride and gratitude. He knows the band has left an indelible mark on the history of rock music, and that their songs and performances have touched the lives of millions of fans around the world. He remembers the thrill of playing to packed stadiums and arenas, the rush of adrenaline that came with every performance. He thinks back on the countless hours spent in the studio honing their craft and pushing the boundaries of what was possible in rock music. He's also pursued a successful solo career, releasing albums that showcase his versatility as a singer and songwriter. He's explored different genres and styles, from rock and blues to folk and country, always bringing his own unique perspective and voice to the music. He's ventured into the world of acting as well, taking on roles in films and TV shows that have allowed him to stretch his creative muscles and explore new forms of expression. From his acclaimed performance in the film adaptation of Tommy to his more recent work on stage, he's always been drawn to new challenges and opportunities. Carrying on while he can. For Roger Daltrey, singing is not just a hobby or a job, it's a way of life, a fundamental part of who he is. Even as he enters his 9th decade with a lifetime of achievements and accolades behind him, he remains committed to his craft, determined to keep performing as long as he can. His love of singing has been tested over the years, as the physical demands of performing have taken their toll on his body and his voice. He's faced health challenges that would have forced many lesser artists to retire, from vocal cord surgeries to hearing loss caused by years of exposure to loud music. But Daltrey has never let these challenges stop him. He's adapted his technique, learned new ways of taking care of his voice, and continued to push himself to new heights of artistic expression. Even now, as he enters his 80s, he remains committed to delivering the best possible performances for his fans night after night. His recent solo tours are a testament to this commitment, as he takes the stage with the same energy and enthusiasm that he brought to his earliest performances with The Who. He knows that every show could be his last, that his voice could give out at any moment, but he refuses to let that knowledge hold him back. Instead, he channels that sense of urgency into the performance, pouring his heart and soul into every note and every word. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Roger Daltrey? What's your favorite Who song? Let us know in the comments section below.